Hope you're doing great. Before we hop on the video, kindly subscribe and turn on the post notifications. I'm thrilled to dive into a story that's been making waves in New Orleans. This isn't just any story. It's a real-life drama involving a daring prison escape, a citywide manhunt, and the power of social media in today's world. So, grab your coffee, settle in, and let's unpack this fascinating event together, while learning a few key lessons about public safety, prison security, and the role of community in times of crisis. Let's start with the heart of the story. On May 16th, just 3 days ago, 10 inmates broke out of the Orleans Parish Justice Center in New Orleans. By today, 3 have been caught, but 7 are still on the run, and that's where things get really intense. A social media post from an account called Inmates, which I'll talk about in a moment, captured the public's attention with a striking image. A New Orleans Police Department SUV parked in what looks like the French Quarter, with yellow police tape and mugshots of the 7 escapees plastered across the top. The post, which went up just 2 hours before the screenshot was taken, announced that officials had raised the reward to $10,000 per inmate for their capture. That's a whopping $70,000 total, a clear sign that authorities are taking this very seriously. Now, let's paint the picture of that image a bit more. The scene is classic New Orleans. You've got those iconic wrought iron balconies with flower boxes hanging off them, a street that's been marked with orange chalk, likely by police investigating the escape, and a white-knopped SUV with its blue lights flashing. There's even a license plate visible, 254779, and you can see a couple of officers in the background, one wearing a mask, which reminds us of the ongoing health precautions some folks are still taking. Overlaid on this scene are the mugshots of the 7 escapees, all in orange jumpsuits, staring out with those neutral expressions you'd expect from a booking photo. This image alone tells a story of urgency, danger, and a city on high alert. But let's dig deeper into what this escape means for New Orleans and beyond. First, public safety. The French Quarter, where this photo was likely taken, is the heart of New Orleans' tourism scene. It's packed with narrow streets, hidden courtyards, and tons of people, locals and tourists alike. Having 7 escaped inmates, many of whom are charged with serious crimes like murder and armed robbery, running loose in an area like that is a nightmare for law enforcement. It's hard to track people down in such a bustling, maze-like place, and the risk to the public is real. That $10,000 reward per inmate isn't just a number. It's a signal that these individuals are considered dangerous, and authorities are desperate to get them back behind bars before anyone gets hurt. This brings us to the next big issue: prison security. How did 10 inmates manage to escape from a place like the Orleans Parish Justice Center? Reports tell us they cut a hole behind a toilet in their cell, a method that required tools and planning. Sheriff Susan Hudson herself said this likely involved inside help, and 3 employees have already been placed on leave while the investigation unfolds. Some inmates even left taunting messages near the hole, like, "Too easy LOL," and "Catch us when you can." That kind of audacity points to a major failure in security protocols, whether it's a lack of oversight, inadequate staffing, or even corruption. For a city like New Orleans, which has struggled with crime and policing challenges in the past, this escape could shake public trust in the justice system. People are going to be asking, if 10 inmates can break out this easily, what's stopping others from doing the same? Now, let's talk about the role of social media, because that Inmates post is a game-changer. The account, which has a verified checkmark and a logo with a big smile, lips, and a cheese wedge, is known for sharing viral, often sensational content. This post alone racked up 63,000 views, 772 likes, 128 retweets, and 110 comments in just 2 hours. That's a lot of eyes on this story, and it shows how powerful platforms like X can be in spreading news fast. On one hand, that's great. It means more people are aware of the escapees' faces and can help identify them. The mugshots being shared publicly could lead to tips that help police catch these guys sooner. But there's a flip side. Social media can also spread misinformation or create panic. Seichi's DG's sensational tone might make people more scared than they need to be, and there's always a risk of false tips flooding in, which can slow down the investigation. This leads us to an important lesson for the community: how to respond responsibly. If you're in New Orleans right now and you spot someone who looks like one of these escapees, the best thing you can do is call the authorities immediately. Do not try to confront them yourself. It's not worth the risk. That $70,000 reward might be tempting, but safety comes first. And for those of us watching from afar, this is a reminder to double-check the information we see on social media. Viral posts are great for raising awareness, but always look to official sources like the NOPD website or local news for the most accurate updates. Let's zoom out for a moment and think about the bigger picture. This escape isn't just a New Orleans problem. It's a wake-up call for correctional facilities everywhere. If a jail in a major city can have such a dramatic breach, what does that say about prison security nationwide? This incident might spark some much-needed reforms, like better training for staff, more advanced security tech, or stricter oversight to prevent inside help. It's also a chance to talk about public trust. In a city with a history of policing challenges, a swift and transparent resolution to this escape could help rebuild confidence in law enforcement. But if it's mishandled, it could make things worse. Before I wrap up, let's reflect on the media's role one more time. Social media is a double-edged sword. It can mobilize a community to help solve a crisis, but it can also amplify fear or spread unverified info. As consumers of news, we have a responsibility to be smart about what we share and believe. And as a society, we need to keep pushing for a balance between speed and accuracy when it comes to reporting on events like this. So, where does this leave us? As of right now, 7 inmates are still out there, and the people of New Orleans are on edge. The police, along with agencies like the FBI and ATF, are working hard to track them down, and the community is playing a crucial role by staying vigilant. I'm hopeful that these escapees will be caught soon, and that this incident will lead to meaningful changes in how we keep our prisons secure and our cities safe. If you're looking for updates, check out the NOPS website or tune into local news. They'll have the latest on this developing story. Thanks for joining me for this deep dive into a story that's got us all on the edge of our seat. Stay safe, stay informed, and let's keep the conversation going about how we can make our communities stronger. Until next time, take care,